Well, joining me now is Republican Congressman Ken Buck of Colorado. He was among the House members who did not object to certifying the 2020 results. And Congressman, I appreciate your time and thank you for being here on this unfortunately historic day as we are in this moment. Does Trump's latest criminal indictment validate your decision that day in 2021 that you did not object, unlike so many of your colleagues did on January 6th?
Yeah, I don't think this indictment is about whether President Trump, believed or advocated for himself during the election process and the counting process. I believe it's about a crime, and it's a very high bar to prove this kind of crime.
So, you have said that you won't vote for a convicted felon, that a conviction would be disqualifying. Obviously, we'll see where this goes on that front. But today, just moments ago, the former president obviously is heading to Washington for that arraignment. He's just posted a post, talking about a rigged election, the usual, sir. And then he said, unfair venue, unfair judge. Are you comfortable with him already making commentary about the judge in this case at this time?
Well, I think it's consistent with who Donald Trump is. He expresses himself, and if I was his lawyer, I would certainly be advising against it, but I'm not his lawyer, and I'm sure his lawyer, many of his lawyers have been frustrated over time. I do think there will be a motion to change venue, and maybe even a motion to strike the judge. We'll see how those motions go. It'll be up to the judge who Donald Trump is tweeting about to make that decision. That's not a decision that can be appealed before a trial. So I think that D.C., having voted against Trump, maybe Trump got 10%. I think it was probably less than 10% of the vote in Washington, D.C. He certainly will have an argument to make about changing venue.
So, Congressman, on this point of the election itself, right, which is at the heart of this indictment, right, the Trump's efforts to overturn it. As I mentioned, you were one of the House Republicans who said that Joe Biden won, right? You've accepted that, to be clear. The CNN poll that just came out today, though, Congressman, says that 69% of Republicans and those who lean Republican do not think that Biden's victory is legitimate, even now. And, Congressman, that number is stunning. It is, of course, among Republicans. But it has gone up. It has gone up from 63% earlier this year. Do you find this deeply troubling?
So, Erin, I do find it troubling. I find a lot of things in this country troubling. I find the fact that we are arguing about issues and not solving problems very troubling when I sit in Congress. And so there are a lot of people in this country on both sides of the political spectrum who receive only certain information. They don't see the other side's arguments. They don't, usually when I was growing up, long before you were born, we had three different news sources, and they were fairly balanced in giving us both sides of the story. That doesn't happen anymore. And so it doesn't surprise me that a lot of people are only hearing one side of the story and making a determination that the election was probably invalid or stolen or whatever the word is. From my perspective, I have to look at both sides because I represent both sides of the spectrum in Congress. And so I see a lot more of the arguments than I think many Americans see.
So are you worried, though, for your party, Congressman, the situation that you're in? Your party is certainly, as of now, and things can change, but let's just put it this way. Donald Trump is by far the front runner to win the nomination again for the GOP presidential nominee. Are you worried for your party, given that the vast majority of Republicans believe that Biden is illegitimate even now?
I worry, number one, for my country. I don't think it's healthy that we have divided into two camps and keep lobbing bombs at each other and not trying to find that middle ground and solve problems. So that's the number one worry I have. Yes, I worry for my party. I think that Donald Trump's candidacy right now, a lot of the things that he has said and done have not been exposed. And that's very typical with both parties. The Republicans are not going to use their best ammunition on Joe Biden until the October timeframe, and the Democrats the same way with Donald Trump. I think that that Joe Biden is a candidate that can be beaten by a strong Republican, and I think Donald Trump is going to have a lot of the Democrats are going to have a lot of ammunition to use against Donald Trump in a general election.
All right, well, Congressman Ken Buck, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.